that Roach may be the most skillful fighter you have fought in your career. Do you agree with that assessment, and how would you rate Roach's skills?
I agree. I totally agree. He got good skills. That's why he's here. You know what I mean?
I don't really care too much about the outside critics. I know what I could do in the ring, and that's the only thing that matters, honestly, is that I go out and give it my all and perform. And most likely, 9 times out of 10, when I do that, I'll be victorious.
From Tank.
I take that compliment very well, and it lets me know that he is 100% focused, and that he gonna bring his A game. You know, that's what's all a part of this. Is gonna make it a great fight. That's what a lot of people are missing. That's what, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people don't get. So that's the thing right there. Like he's attentive, he's aware, and he know that, and that's part of the, you know, that's what got him.
Tank Davis. We gonna see. He's gonna let you know. There are a few things on the table, so we'll see what happens.
In your opinion, does Gervonta Davis versus Shakur Stevenson ever happen?
Of course. Why not? Why not?
That's the fight the world.
The rematch is official. Gervonta Tank Davis and Lamont Roach Jr. are running it back, and this time the stakes are even higher. Back in March, fans packed the Barclays Center expecting a routine win for Davis, but Roach didn't get the memo. He shocked the world by going toe-to-toe with Tank, and many believe he should have won. The judges called it a draw. The fans called it robbery.
Got active. Do you go into a press conference like, I'm trying to make a movie or I'm trying to match energy? Like, what's your approach to a press conference?
Be chilling, like how we all right now. You hear me? Like, yeah. I be in my element. 9 times out of 10, I'm thinking about the fight and what I'm gonna do. But
yeah, I rule the weekend. I rule the weekend for sure. He just doing what you have to do, trying to psych yourself out for the fight and things like that. But come March the 1st, it's all about skill versus skill, and who had the better skill that night is going to be the victorious person.
Great talent, you know, fighting on the card Saturday night. So I just want to be here and give it my all. You know, I'm grateful and happy to be a part of this event and be able to be at this level in my career. So I want to just say thank y'all for coming out.
Do you have to do to create enough separation where this don't happen again?
Whew, that's a good question. It's going to be based on my training camp. I have to push myself a little harder if that didn't get me the win. And I have room. I definitely have room.
Now, with the rematch set for August 16th in Las Vegas, the tension is real. Davis is serious, focused, determined to prove the first fight was just a bad night.
Crack you into, you know what I'm saying, you might end up on the floor. Everybody not built the same. And that's what people getting messed up. He did a whole lot of things that was good in that fight. A whole lot. And I'm telling you right now, if he wasn't as good of a fighter as he was, that would have been, you know what I'm saying? I would have steamrolled him. Don't get that misconstrued. He's still the guy he is. It's just he ran into a guy that's on the same level.
When you lock up, is he
too small?
Tell that man too small, bro. Y'all in the same weight class.
That's a new weight class for me. A new weight class for me.
That's what I'm saying. That night y'all was in the same weight class. And you still feel like he too small?
He was too small.
Dang.
I'm just calling a spade a spade. No disrespect, no nothing. He was just too small. I've been in there with some big guys.
Tank won the rematch. Let me know now. Do you want to fight Tank again? He said he over and do a rematch. Do you want to fight Tank
100%.
again?
It's only a matter of time. We're gonna fight. We're gonna fight again. It's just whenever the fight gonna happen.
So it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Okay. They say they want it in New York again. Do you want to fight again in the Barclays Center?
I wouldn't mind, but I'd love for it to be in DC.
Okay. Cool.
I'd love for it to be in DC.
He's brought his full team back, Calvin Ford, Leonard Ellerby, because he knows this is more than a comeback. It's redemption.
So happen to be a boxing fan that the fact that I do watch him fight, you know what I'm saying? Like I really like boxing.
Are you open to immediate rematch?
In my contract, immediate rematch was signed. I signed
Right.
for the immediate rematch when I signed for the first fight.
Right.
Just in case he lost or just in case it was a draw.
So when you got a rematch clause, how long we taking?
It's up to the A side and when they want to fight. So I'm thinking it's gonna be soon. I'm hoping it's gonna be soon. Let's say that.
What is soon to you? When you say soon to me, I'm thinking a month.
I'm thinking July.
I'm thinking July.
That was the first fight in a long time when Tank first started. His body was that defined. You saw his body?
In that DMV area, there's a lot of talent, and nobody wants to lose. Nobody wants to lose. So I knew it was gonna be a hard fight. This been going on forever. We all help each other. They know our strengths, they know our secrets, we know theirs, and vice versa. So that is what made for a good.
Roach, on the other hand, isn't just chasing validation, he's hunting for vengeance. Quiet but confident, he says he's coming better, sharper, and stronger. He's ready for war.
From the fight. Well, I knew he would be hungry. I knew he was going to fight extremely hard. I told you earlier Lamont Roach was ever a cheat date, so we knew that going into this fight. I thought there were opportunities when we were inside. We should have took advantage of a few things on the inside, but for the most part, this was a fight based on strategy. This was a fight.
Through your mind when you heard the decision?
Nobody like a draw, you know, from a guy that get knockouts and things like that. But it's cool. I feel like if we fight again, I could do more, and I should have did more. I was lost in the. I lost track in the rounds. That's why we need what is it called? Yeah. I didn't know what round it was. Facts.
Tank, Eric Blum from DailyMail.com. First off, your coach just said, can you confirm, did you get your hair done 2 days before the fight?
Yeah. I ran water over it today, but I must ain't do it enough.
Can you describe what the feeling was like in the ring?
I say 9th round.
What?
I say 9th round.
You said 9?
Yeah.
What's your response to that, Lamont?
Look, he got scared. Look. He looked at night.
I'm telling him, you going down in a night? You know that power curry late.
I know you got some sneaky power. That's what I do know.
What?
Who said that? You said what? You said what?
Fans are already split. Some believe Tank will make the right adjustments. Others are betting on Roach's grit, chin, and IQ to carry him to victory. Will this rematch spark a trilogy, or will someone shut the book for good?
Was it to get the towel out, to get the burn out of your eyes, or what was going on?
I didn't want to get caught. I didn't want to get caught while my eyes was burning, and you know, like you can get knocked out like that. So I'd rather take the knee than, you know. But I didn't really know that you can like get disqualified for all that, or like when you start counting, I'm like, what the hell? But I don't know. It's cool.
Do you want that rematch next? And if so, how
How much you want back? How much you want it back? Because I came up here alone. How much y'all want back? How much you want back? Just call it out. Huh? 100? That's a bet.
You in your next fight?
He have skills. Even though he's at a smaller weight class, I feel as though Lamont have, you know, and he's one of the guys that I actually started with, and like, you know, came up.
You know, during this fight here, like, you showed the world that you didn't back down, because, of course, leading into the fight, like, folks were like saying, oh, Tank's opponents get intimidated and everything like that. But, of course, like you said in the press conference, you ready to boogie. Because you already knew what it was, you know, between you and Tank. So
It's hard for me to focus because all I had to do was do what I normally do. And I know that was going to surprise or shock or shut everybody up.
Paulie, what I'm curious about, you talked earlier in the fight, we were discussing this before we went on air, you talked about the scoring criteria of a lot of the judges went with Gervonta Davis early on in the fight. You thought that was unfair, inappropriate, you didn't score it that way at all, Paulie.
Well, I feel like a lot of times there's this misconception.
August 16th, Las Vegas, Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach II. Skill versus power, fire versus ice. One night to settle it all. Don't miss it. Subscribe for more boxing content and hit the bell to stay updated on fight night coverage and predictions.